What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Wednesday, hump day. I got a soot vac behind me. I got a tie vac suit. I got some boiler brushes. It's not every day I scrub a cast iron boiler, but when I do, I wear protection. Iced coffee. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday, hump day. February 5th, 2025. And we officially have went international status. Daniel Rodrigo, probably know familiar, you know what I'm trying to say. Probably not related to Olivia. But Daniel Rodrigo from New South Wales, Australia, sent me $60 overnight. He's getting a limited edition Mikey fucking Pipes poster. He is getting number 48 of 100. I'm going to send him a bunch of stickers. They're all lined up here in my shipping station. I'm going to send him some pens. Fucking epic! We are international, folks, with the posters. Tits! So, Senville sent me that 5-ton vertical side discharge heat pump condensing unit and their air handler. I have to create a video on the installation process. I have to also supply the line set. And they're going to send me some stacks of cash. Probably not stacks of cash. Probably going to do a wire transfer, but it is what it is. But Daniel Rodrigo from New South Wales, Australia, you are getting Mikey Pipes 48 of 100. Also, I got to give a special shout out to the folks over at Advantage Heating in Battle Creek, Michigan. Thank you so much for sending me $35. Now, there's one person, I got to find it. Where is it? Let me find it. One person sent a Zelle. No, a Venmo. Roy Veto Cruz. He's got a nice picture there with his dog. Let me show you. There he is. Roy, you sent me $35 and I sincerely appreciate it, but you didn't give me your address. Roy, come on, Roy. Do you think that the poster is going to magically teleport itself to you? Come on now. Guys, notice anything different on that wall right there? Forget about the Reen furnace sitting right there, right? You notice anything different on that wall? Notice anything different on that wall? I'll give you a hint. You see that? You see that? You see that? You see that? Tits! I'd like to thank, well, not on this channel, but a huge shout out to the folks over at U.S. Boiler Company for sponsoring the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy Bitex Vortex Live Fire Training Center. They sent us the U.S. Boiler Burnham Alpine right behind me. I'm going to set that up on a bench right here that's coming in today. We're going to hook that up to our boiler, our piping, which is a quarter piping. And we're also going to hook up this Whale McLean Ultra boiler that I took out of a home yesterday. There's nothing wrong with it other than it's got some wear and tear on it. It functions. It's just that we had a crazy leak on our supply and return piping outlets and inlets that was epoxied over with bubblegum duct tape and probably some more bubblegum duct tape and then a little bit more. And it was just leaking. And the homeowner was like, just replace this thing. I'm like, okay. It's pretty epic. I got to do a pretty nasty job today. We have to scrub a gas boiler, steam boiler, that was, and my light died, by the way. See this? The light died. We have to scrub a steam boiler that, if the guy just would have called a professional to begin with, we wouldn't have to be scrubbing it. The guy homeowner's brother changed out the pilot assembly because he couldn't relight the pilot, went to Ferguson, got him a new pilot assembly, got a new thermocouple, and when he was putting all this together, not knowing to him, the orifice, the pilot orifice, and the standing pilot burner assembly fell out. So for 2.5 months, it was running like a blowtorch inside the boiler. Carbonized the shit out of it, caused the rollout switch to go out. Yeah, pretty fucked up. Roy Veto Cruz, come on, send me your address. I got to do that today. Since this is the Uncensored channel, we can freely talk about anything I fucking possibly want to, especially that pussy bitch faggot who ratted me out to Google not once but twice because he got his panties in a bunch. I'm not going to mention his name, but, But the guy sits in his parents' basement in a lazy boy with his laptop on his bare legs, wearing his sister's cum-filled panties because he has no friends. I suggest, buddy, you try Grindr. Anyway, yesterday evening, which was Tuesday, February 4th, our 45th and 47th president, God bless Donald J. Trump, had a news conference with the Prime Minister of Israel, Bibi Netanyahu, where Donald Trump announced that the United States is going to take over some of the best waterfront property in the Mediterranean. Interesting. We're going into the country creation again. Mixed feelings on that from a lot of people, I'm sure. But let's just not get political for a second. Just hear me out for a second. If you guys don't know the history of the Gaza Strip, I suggest you get educated. Do your due diligence to get educated. But I believe it was 2005 where the state of Israel gave the land known as the Gaza Strip to the occupants there, which was a fully developed land, beautiful buildings, gorgeous, I wouldn't say oceanfront, but Mediterranean seafront property, land, hundreds and hundreds of miles of square mileage, huge, beautiful. But what transpired between then and now? Well, let's just say a lot of shit happened over there. But nonetheless, how interesting is it that when our 46th president, Sleepy Joe Biden, was occupying the executive mansion of the United States of America, now known as the White House, that the citizens of the Gaza Strip were not allowed out. Jordan didn't want them. Syria didn't want them. Israel definitely didn't want them.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Shut the front door. Even though there were a lot of Gazan citizens working in Israel during the day and going back home at night. Egypt didn't want them. No one wanted them. And there was, quote unquote, a humanitarian crisis. Famine, and tens of thousands of people were dying. I don't even know if you want to call them people, for what these vultures did to human beings that they kidnapped, raped, tortured, murdered. Babies, infants, mothers, protecting their children. Fathers protecting their wives and their family. Despicable, unconscionable crimes, heinous crimes were done by these creatures, these vultures. They're vultures. Vultures, attack like that, right? The thing's fucking wounded or about to die, they're going for the jugular. But when Sleepy Joe was occupying the White House, how interesting is it that no one wanted them? Think about that for a second. Why did no other country want these vultures? Think about it. And now all of a sudden, thank God, Donald J. Trump is our president, and now they all can leave. Not they all can leave, they all are going to leave. You had a beautiful piece of property and you fucked it up. Well, now you get to go away. You get to go somewhere else. And I gotta tell you, if I could take one of my flags and somehow get there, I would park my ass right on the Mediterranean Sea in Gaza. I'll put up some posts, like surveying posts in the corners of the property that I want to claim myself, and I'm going to call it pipe fucking land. Yep. And I'll save a little piece of land off to the side, and I'll build a Chabad there, because there's Chabad everywhere. Imagine, Chabad of Gaza. You guys should do some research if you don't know what the fuck Chabad is about. It's crazy. There's Chabad everywhere. Now, is Donald Trump going to successfully acquire Greenland? Who knows? Is he going to successfully retake possession of the Panama Canal because the Chinese are having a major influence factor on Panama? And from the stuff that I'm seeing and reading online, doing my due diligence, I see that China is building their own Panama Canal through Panama and the other neighboring countries. Yeah, some fucked up shit there. Get educated, ladies and gentlemen. Don't just sit there and rely on YouTube to fulfill your needs of daily knowledge. Do your due diligence. We're living in very interesting times, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting times. The accomplishments that Donald Trump did as the 45th president are massive. And what he's accomplished in the last 2 weeks is mind-blowing. It is a great era to be an American. We are going to make this country shine again. We are going to have global dominance in the economy, finance, technology, industry. Simply amazing. And I have never been prouder to be an American. God bless America, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Regardless of what day you're watching this, God bless you and your family. Catch you in the next one. Be well, God bless, stay safe.